Let's go to breaking open Pandora's box. We've had online dating experiences. I've never had one, but it's okay because I have experts here with me to help me. So let's go into the online dating world through the Pandora's box. Have you met my exotic butler?
No, sure, bring them on.
Okay, well, Maxilius, can you help us with Pandora's box? That would be awesome. It's not funny, he is real. Yeah. Hello, love. You are real. Hello, love. Thank you so much. Okay, so I've asked you to bring something that can help us get to know you better and to help illuminate the conversation a little bit more. So let's take a look. Imani, you've brought a couple of things. I'm dying to know what this is all about, this little one.
Goodness, okay, well.
What's in here?
In there, I actually have
Can I take them out?
Stones. Yeah, you can take them out. So all of these are different types of crystals or stones, and they all have an energy with them, right? And so because you were interested in attracting love, I put a rose quartz in there. So it's the pink one, and this amethyst is also a great way to sort of attract love. So if you want to have a big chunky piece of amethyst in one of the corners of your room. Absolutely. No, guess what? Look, they find a home, and if that's where it belongs, that's where it should go. And I brought the rose quartz for you as well. So it's the pink one in there. And you know what? You wash that stone off so you can get its own energy off, like all the energy of it passing hands and all of that. You want to give it your own energy. You had mentioned earlier setting intentions. Use that rose quartz to support you in setting intention, because everything is energy. And like you said, the way you're emanating and the way we emanate is what we're going to attract. So you can have the energy of a stone.
I love that.
To help support you in that. And so that is something I would say either carry with you, put in your room, or put in the box.
Well, what I'm going to do is when we get to the part of foreplay where we're actually going to, create an online profile, I'm going to be rubbing the stone, you understand?
That's a good idea.
Some people need to rub it out. I'm going to rub this out. You understand?
Absolutely.
Okay, let's talk about this. Kurt, what do we have here?
I think the mask is probably how I have and sometimes experience online dating, where people are not exactly who they appear to be, or catfishes, which I've definitely had some of those experiences.
Okay, I don't want to just hear the subtitles of this story. I need the story. Give me the cocktail for that.
I've had more than one experience, and it's probably just based on me not doing my due diligence at maybe digging a bit further, trying not to be pushy. Somebody puts up one picture, it's a definite red flag.
If there's only one picture on the profile?
One picture on the profile.
I better take notes.
If the person doesn't want to give you links to Instagram or Facebook, which is something else that kind of links you a bit more to their...
Yeah, but on there, I can see somebody not wanting you to have full access to them right away.
Which is fair, hence why in this situation I asked, and she said, well, I'm a single woman, I don't really feel comfortable. I said, okay, I don't want to sound like a creep, so I backed off.
Okay.
Needless to say, when I went to meet her, she came out. I didn't recognize her at first, that's how bad it was. I did not recognize her. She said, I'm outside, and there's only one person outside. So I drove over, opened the door, she sat in under the light. I got a really quick glimpse, and then I went around to my side and I sat down. I did not move. Because seeing as how this is not the first time, I was at my wit's end. I didn't move. She goes, what's wrong? And I said, oh, you're not who I thought you were going to be.
Oh, wow.
And she said, what do you mean? And I said, you don't look anything like your picture, and I feel a little bit jaded. Because I think it says something about you, even if it is you, that you're going to post a picture that does not look like you today, and have somebody meet you. It's not all about looks, but I think it says something about your character if you're going to post something that at least doesn't connect me with the person I'm going to see.
You think she's being deceitful?
100%.
And so she's deceitful in her profile, she may be deceitful in the relationship.
Exactly.
Is that true, Donna?
You know what, not necessarily. There's a little bit of deceit, yes, for sure.
Yeah.
But you know what? People assume people are attracted to what they see.
Yeah.
She could be an amazing person, but she's saying, you know what? I don't feel this amazing anymore. So probably she took some pictures from back in the days and hoping that Kurt would like her for who she is when she sees her.
Well, somebody else got to go to the Raptors game, and it wasn't her.
Listen, if that ever happens to you again?
On her? You didn't go?
She asked me if I still wanted to go, and I said no.
Wow.
I said no.
You sure your last name isn't Savage?
Do you want it to be?
I like that.
That's
See,
awesome.
no online dating necessary. I miss meeting people. I miss meeting people. That's what would be in my Pandora's box, is the idea that, like, I'm a personable kind of individual. I like to be out there. I like to have conversation. And COVID has really stopped that ability to interact that way. And it's definitely making me more self-conscious about people when I hear horror stories about how people want to present themselves. The way that, you know, when you're expecting so much from the relationship before you even get a chance to really know that person. I mean, Adam and Eve, he knew his wife, but he met her first. You know, like, they're putting everything out there. And I guess age groups matter, right? With the online dating thing. I feel sorry for us older women and men who are trying to find love as we age. Do you have any ideas around that?
You know what? With the whole dating thing, no, come on. You have video chats nowadays.
You can be
know?
creative,
Yeah.
right? Have you
Right?
gone on an online
Yeah.
date?
I have. I've actually coordinated an online date where I've
Tell us, what did you do? This is good shit right here.
I've sent somebody dinner by Uber, and I've sent Uber dinner to myself, and we sit on video chat and we have dinner.
Stop the
Was that
madness.
your first date? I'm sorry, that was just
Yeah, no, is this the first date?
We had a video, well, we never met before. We met online. We video chatted before, but this is now in lieu of actually going out to a restaurant. I brought the restaurant experience inside.
That was pretty smooth,
Nice.
Kurt.
Look at you.
What are your intentions in dating? What are you looking for?
I'm looking for my partner, my best friend, somebody to spend the rest of my lifetime with, the right person.
The right person. And how do you know who the right person is?
How do I know who the right person is? Like Imani was saying, I think I have an idea of what it is that I want. Whether or not that idea is what I'm actually attracting, well, that's yet to be seen.
Well, this is my question, right? Because we all think of ourselves as good people, right? So it was like, why am I not attracting a good person? What's happening in the manifestation world that I know myself to be a certain way, but I'm not actually attracting what I think I am?
When I was dating, when you could actually meet people and get on a date, it was about how am I feeling in the moment with this person? Am I enjoying being with this person?
Right.
Do I like who I am when I am with this person?
Yes.
So if you're with somebody who you don't trust, or you're dating somebody who you're like, okay, I'm not so sure, and you start doubting, that doesn't feel good.
Right.
That doesn't feel good. So that energy right there is a sign this might be off, right? So
It might
even
not
with
even-
COVID right now, like
Yeah.
you can spend time talking to people. How do you feel, right? And I know one mistake is telling the person all the things you like, because then they can just pretend to be all of that.
Okay, so
right?
here's our challenge, people, because Late Night Cocktales is out there in these streets,
Yeah.
and people say they know who I am, right? So they
Right.
come in and they come and try to talk to me from the place of where I'm sharing a story of my journey.
Right.
So I share parts of my journey all the time. It doesn't mean that that's where I am.
Right.
You have to actually come and talk to me to know where I am and who I am.
Yeah.
Right? So that's been the biggest thing.
Yeah.
Oh, we lost Maxilius, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Because what we're going to do is we're going to get into some foreplay, and we are going to make the profile of all profiles. Potential partners are on online dating sites all over the world. We know about you. We're looking for you. I love the browsing aspect. You know, I want to read the profiles, but what do I do to manifest him? So if we can get into that, Imani, if you can
Yes.
start with my manifestation,
Yes.
then Kurt, you can tell me what I can be, you know, what can I do that you like when you're looking at something, when you're looking at a profile, and then what happens after I manifest him? What are the boundaries I need to set? How much sharing do I actually do? So that's what I want to do right now.
In order for things to grow, we have to clean up. We have to clean up us. We have to clean up ourselves, either by whatever means necessary. You know, some meditate, some just actualization and accept and taking accountability. Number one thing, we have to take accountability for everything that we do. We can't pass the buck. I remember my life changed a lot when when I stopped blaming my parents for my demise. You know, I had to ask for forgiveness from my mom. She passed. And I had to ask for forgiveness from my dad. He's still alive. But I had to take accountability because nothing that happened to me was their fault. You know, a lot of times we're thinking that we're learned by example. But also then we got older, then now we're choosing the path that we need to go. If something don't sit well with you, fix it. Is it easy? It's hard work. But it's also hard work to sit down and wallow in sorrow and happiness too, right? So we have to make the decisions to fix stuff. And we can't put new programming in a body that's not fixed. That means it's going to be temporary. It's going to be like a temporary fix. We have to clean up the muck and start planting new seeds and guarantee it will work.